Yo, what's up, my wolf pack? Alpha the pack right here, and I'm back at it again with another Eden Zero review. All right, Eden Zero, Chapter 25, Determine the Target. This chapter, Determine the Target. This chapter was lit flames of the highest degree. And I know I said that before, but it's true. This chapter was lit. And I'm going to try to go right off the cuff with this like I originally did. Try to go without having my other phone in my hand because I think that just looks stupid. But I'm going to try to go remember everything that happened in this chapter, right? Go all off the cuff. But first things first, I want to say Merry Christmas. Right now, it's December 24th, Christmas Eve. I hope y'all are having a good time with your family, friends. You know, it's the holiday, man. I'm just hoping y'all having a good time. And whether y'all got a lot of things or not, whether you really didn't get anything, man, I just hoping y'all having a great day with y'all family and enjoying winter break, man. Because I know a lot of us just got out of school and we got all that stress behind us for a little bit. So I hope y'all enjoying yourselves, all right? So, Merry Christmas, and let's get right into it, okay? So, we start off the chapter with Gandalf firing off shots at Shiki with a machine gun. And he's basically he talking big game, right? He's all like, you got balls for such a little brat, and he's firing off shots with his machine gun. Shiki's backflipping and jumping out of the way of these shots, and he's hiding behind this large crate, right? And Gandalf is just firing off shots, and so Shiki decides to use his gravity ball attack, but instead of a large orb of just pure mass, he compresses them, and there are these little orbs of gravity on his knuckles. He compresses his ether, right, and there are these little round orbs on his knuckles, and he fires them off at Gandalf. There's four little orbs on his knuckles, right, and he fires them off at Gandalf. He misses completely, okay. So Gandalf is getting all cocky. He's all like, What do you think you doing with that little BB gun you got there? Are you really gonna try to face off against me with a BB gun while I have a machine gun?" So Gandalf is talking big game, right? So keep in mind, Shiki has never used a gun before or try to use his power to resemble anything like a gun. So he's having a hard time, shooting, right? But he completely obliterates Gandalf the second time, right? He's all like, he was all like, all right, I aimed and I didn't get him the first time. I gotta be more focused. I gotta aim clearly and then fire, all right? So he charges up his ether again, shoots off his little gravity orbs, completely nails Gandalf with all four of them. He sends Gandalf flying, crashing into the wall, right? Gandalf is down momentarily. Then he fires again. Jen is distracted because he's worried about Gandalf. He's like, "Gandalf, are you okay?" He's like, "Yo, are you all right?" And while he's distracted, Sister uses the little tail that's attached to her neck and goes down to her back. She uses her tail, grab Jen by the back of his neck, and Jen is all like, "Yo, Sister, what are you doing?" She grabs Jen by the back of his neck, pulls him in front of her, and while Shiki shoots off his little orbs, Jen takes the hit head on. All four orbs just blast him in the chest. So Jen screams out in pain. Sister just throws him down on the floor like he's nothing more than a doll. Just completely tosses him aside, and Shiki is shocked by this. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Ain't that your friend? Why would you do that?" And Sister just got that little evil smile on her face. You know what I'm saying? And Jen is all like, Jen's laying down on the ground. He's having a hard time breathing. He's all like, "Sister, what are you doing?" And Sister's all like, Sister says, "You are a soldier. You are my hands, feet, and my shield. Isn't that right?" And Jen just looks at her and he says, "Yes, that is correct. So what we're finding about what we're finding out about Sister is she does not care about anyone who works for her. She basically sees them as tools, and she will do whatever she wants with her tools, right? So she doesn't care. She doesn't care about her crew, which is a classic villain, right? Because no real villain cares about their crew. They only view them as weapons, as things they can use to further their quest, you know. So I really I like Sister as a villain. I really like that because if she was a villain that cared about her team, I think that would have devalued her status as like this major threat. So I really like the fact that she just yanked Jen in front of her to take that hit because, well, I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was a nice twist. But moving on. She then says, by the way, Shiki is angry about this. He's angry about what he saw. He has this like real mad, intense look on his face, like he just wants to murder Sister, right? So Sister's staring Shiki down, right? But she's talking to Jen and Gandalf, and she's all like, "Don't worry, I have the ability to heal, so you'll be fine." So then it's like this little orb starts hovering above Gandalf and Jen, and it starts healing them, right? Uh, and Gandalf was all like, "Oh well, this is a surprise. This is a surprise. Thank you, sister." So Shiki gets mad again. So Shiki, his really just like continuously growing. So he's all like, "Those are your friends. Those are your friends." So after that, we cut out to Rebecca, who's she's by herself. She's running around looking for Koopa, right? She's running through the halls and she finds Koopa's hat just laying down on the floor, and she picks it up. She's all like, "Oh, this hat is for Koopa." Then she starts running around again, and she comes to this building, this room that's just filled with statualized. I'm not even sure that's a word. Statualized beekeepers, right? And she's just looking around. She's like, "Oh my god, this is these are all these are all beekeepers. They're all stone. This is terrible." And then we see this voice. We hear this voice, and it's all like, "It's not terrible at all." And when Rebecca turns around, who does she see? Allegia. And let me say this. Allegia's face, his body is messed up. He's missing teeth. He got blood pouring out of his body. His face is all swelled up. Shiki destroyed this man. He's absolutely obliterated. He's all messed up. Okay? But he has his arm wrapped around Koopa's neck. He's holding her hostage. And he's all like, "Oh, this isn't terrible at all. These girls can stay young forever. It's beautiful." And sure, they're very happy. And Rebecca gets angry by this, and she says, "Let go of Koopa now." And Allegia says, "Oh, I don't want her go. I don't want to let her go." And then he basically just starts barking orders at Rebecca, right? He's all like, "You're gonna listen to me, or I will kill her." And he has this like he has this handgun, and he has it pointed at Koopa's head, right? You know, and he's all like, "You're gonna do whatever I say, or I will kill her." All right? And he's all like, "You scum, you've made me angry. Now get down on your knees. You can't defy me, or I will kill her." All right? So Rebecca, even though she doesn't want to, she drops to her knees, and he's all like, "Bow before me." So Rebecca, she lays her head down, and Allegia just kicks her in the head. He stumps on her, all right? And he was all like, "You're gonna be my toy, not my furniture, and I'm gonna play with you, and all this, you know." Yeah, he's like, "You're gonna be my furniture. You're gonna be my toy, not my furniture, and I'm gonna play with you, you know." And the whole time he just has his foot on the back of Rebecca's neck, all right. And there was this one scene when he's all like, where he takes the gun off Copa momentarily and he points it at Rebecca, and he's all like, basically just repeating the same thing, calling her scum, saying that she's gonna pay for interrupting his plans, and how uh, she has to listen to him and all that, and he has the gun pointed at her. But then one of his little guards comes running in, and it was all like, Mr. Elegia, Mr. Elegia, we have to get out of here now. The chronophage is on his way. The time eater is coming. And Elegia's all like, what's that? And his goons are like, oh, it's this monster that eats the planet's time. We have to go. And Elegia, and he's all like, sister already betrayed us. It's dangerous for us to stay here. We have to leave. And Elegia's all like, but what about my collection? I can't leave my collection here. And his goon is all like, you can start a new collection on another planet. You can start a new collection. We have to go now. We have to go. And doing this little back and forth that Elegia and his goon are having, I assume that he had let Copa go. He threw her to the side or something, because Rebecca was somehow able to get her, right? But while during this back and forth, he's freaking out with his little henchman. He notices that he doesn't have his handgun anymore. And we cut to Rebecca, and she has it, and she has Copa in her arms, and she's just pointing to the gun at Elegia, right? So it's then that we cut back to Shiki and the battle with Sister and Jen and Ganoff, right? Sister, Jen, and Ganoff, they're up, they're facing off against Shiki, and before that, there was this little flashback of Rebecca, Shiki, and Happy playing video games. They were playing this shooter video game, right? And Rebecca is trying to teach Shiki how to shoot, and he was all like, "Oh, I'm not very good at this." She says, "You just have to learn how to aim carefully, predict your target's movements." And Shiki's all like, "Wow, you got great you have some pretty good skills. You have great skills." And he's all like, and Happy's pinching in. She's giving Shiki advice on how to predict the target's movement and how to aim carefully and be calm and all this, and basically just teaching him the basics of how to fire a gun and how to shoot, And we cut back to Shiki, and he's facing off against Sister and the crew, and there's this really cool. I love how Hiro did this. It's like it's showing Rebecca and Shiki at the same time in side by side shots. We're seeing what's happening with Shiki and Rebecca at the same time. It was cool. Shiki is standing there and he's all like, I can't remember everything that he said, but it just seeing the scene just made me ship Shiki and Rebecca more, man. Basically, they were just side by side panel. Shiki and Rebecca. He's charging up. He's charging up his ether. He's compressing his little gravity balls, and Shiki. She got the gun pointing at Elegia. She got the little target on his face. She's getting ready to take this dude out. All right, and they have this little side by side panel where they're both like aim and fire, and they just completely took him out. Shiki shot his gravity balls at Sister Jen and Ganoff, sent them all flying. Sister Rebecca blasted Elegia in the face and knocked him out. I don't know what happened to the goon. I assume he went running off. And it was this really cool shot of Rebecca and Shiki, just Rebecca with the gun, Sister with his little ether. It was cool. It was this beautiful side by side panel. I can't describe it that well. It was just awesome. I loved it. But after after Rebecca took down Elegia, we focus on Shiki now. Okay, and Sister fired off his little compressed gravity balls at Sister Jen and Ganoff, sent them flying. They're down momentarily, okay? Sister was all like, I wasn't expecting that attack to do such damage. But then she says, but it doesn't matter. With my healing powers, I can... But then she stops. She's cut off because we see E2, all right, with the second Starshine, right, who was hooked up to all those machines and tubes and wires that Wise and Hamura found back at the Rogout Church, right? We see E2, and she walks into the pantry where the brawl happened, and she's all like, stop right there, little girl. Using my power without my consent. You're gonna be punished. You're gonna be punished and reduced to being the Demon King's toilet. Okay, that's what she says. And then sister, she looks at the chick. People were talking about how E2, how she looked more human than anything. She didn't really look like an android. Like E4 looks more android-like, more robotic. So does sister. But people last chapter, they were talking about how E2, which we got her name in this chapter. Wait a second. People were talking about how E2 looks human, which she does. She definitely looks more human than sister and E4. But yeah, I can agree with that. I think that's pretty interesting, but it was not really something all that major. Of course, they're going to have different designs, but okay, yeah. So she walks in. You know, she stops sister. E2 walks in. She stops sister from healing herself and Jen and Ganoff, and she's all like, "Oh, you're going to be reduced to being the Demon King's toilet," and how dare you use my power without my consent? And sister, she looks at E2 and she's all like, Sister Evelyn? So her name is Evelyn, and no, and E4's name is Witch, but I said I don't like that name, so I'm just calling her E4. So E2's name is Evelyn. Her sister's like, Evelyn? So like she's surprised that she was able to get out of that contraption that she was hooked up to, and Shiki, he's looking at her and he was all like, "There's another sister? There's two sisters?" And that's where the chapter ends. All right, we end on a bit of a cliffhanger. With the question, with the statement being made, there's two sisters. Now, let me take it back for a second. About a week or two ago, everyone was making a big deal about how sister wasn't the true sister, wasn't really a part of the Demon King's 4 Starshines. Everybody and their mothers were saying this, that sister isn't the real sister. And that didn't sit right with me. I did not like that theory at all. I was not following that bandwagon. I didn't like it. Here, it was stated that they're both sisters. There's two sisters. So I'm not sure where Hero is going to take that, but I'm pretty sure that they're both part of the 4 Starshine. I'm pretty sure they have to be. I'm pretty sure that's the case, because it doesn't make any sense to me as to why to include a evil sister in the first place and not have her be an actual part of the 4 Starshine. I think she just went rogue. See that pun? Rogue out? I think she just went rogue. I thought she started following her own path and doing her own thing. E4 is the loyal servant. E2, I believe she's the loyal servant. Sister, I feel like she's like the rebellious child. She went off and did her own thing. She followed her own path. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't seem to like that for some reason. But that's what I think, you know. She's a part of the 4 Starshines. I think that's the case. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, if I was to rate this chapter, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. I really, really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5. But yeah, man, the chapter was good. I can't wait for chapter 26. Oh, chapter 26. I believe the title was called Two Sisters. I believe that was the title of chapter 26. Two Sisters. All right. So I believe we're getting it next week. Can't wait to check it out. Let me know what you guys thought of this chapter, and I will see you guys in whatever video I do next. Peace out, my Wolfpack. Your Alpha has spoken. And once again, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And one more thing, let me know if you ship Cheeky and Rebecca, because you knows I do, okay? If I was to question one thing though, I thought we were going to see Happy and E4 show up on Ghost. That didn't happen in this chapter, so maybe it would happen in chapter 26. And I thought we were going to see more of Wise and Homura. We didn't see them at all either. So I wonder if they're still kicking back at the church. I wonder if Wise is still trying to hold Homura hostage or whatever. I don't know. I'm wondering what's going on with them. So I hope we get to see more about what's happening with them in the next chapter. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. Peace out, my Wolfpack. Your Alpha has spoken. Oh, and one more thing. Let me know if you still if you ever did ship Wise and Homura, because I shipped them originally, Wise and Homura, but since Wise wants to act like a freaking idiot all of a sudden, and I'm not sure if I'm okay with the ship now. But let me know. But that's it. Peace out, guys. If I have anything else to say, I'll put it in the description box below. Later.